Hello, welcome to the No Clue Movie Reviews. I am your host, Jay, and I am joined by my co-host, the bearded bastard himself, Malcolm. How you doing, Malcolm?
Not bad. Let's do some movie reviews. I don't know.
Well, let's try it out, man. Well, obviously, on this episode, we're going to be breaking down the 1984 classic Police Academy. Now, this movie was the directing debut of Hugh Wilson. It stars Steve the Gutenberg. I love the Goot, man. Kim Cattrall, or as I like to call her, Lassie,
hmm
Leslie Easterbrook, G.W. Bailey, and Bubba Smith. Now, quick question before we get started. You have seen this before, correct? Like, what's your history with this movie?
As a child, I at least have seen it once, but it's like the only parts that truly stuck with me was the Joneses sound effects. That's all I ever have memories distinctively, and all Harris yelling.
Okay. Well, see, as a kid, like, I watched this one and part 4 in particular, like the Citizens on Patrol, David Spade's in it and whatnot. But they're the two like really good ones out of this. The other ones are kind of shit. But I loved this movie when growing up, but I did not remember this opening. Tackleberry walking around, security guard roaming a dark hallway. Do you remember
Yeah,
this?
yeah. It looked like if someone took Andy Griffith and made it a horror with fucking Barney Fife as the killer.
Hello. Tackleberry.
It just see why is this guy
Here.
in the building in the dark
Police
still?
Academy's getting themselves a real fine
Like,
recruit.
I
it's
don't know.
Tackleberry.
I mean, that's terrifying.
He's staring at him. He's got a gun. I mean, let's be fair. Tackleberry's terrifying to begin with, man. That guy's fucking crazy. But, I mean, for example, he's walking the hallway and notices a light on in a room that just randomly goes off. Does he
Yeah.
question it? No, he kicks open the fucking door and just starts firing, dude. Ends up being a surprise party for him because, in fact, he's going to the police academy. Now, you get over to the main star of the movie, in my opinion, Mahoney, the Goot.
I mean, I guess
You
I
guess.
wasn't feeling the Goot. I was
No,
like, I'm trying to. It's just kind of like he's there. He's supposed to be too cool for school, but he's kind of forgettable.
okay.
to me.
All right. Well, let me ask you though. You're
Uh-huh.
doing the job he does, and parking the cars and whatnot. You get this guy up in your face like he had talking shit, calling him butt breath and shit like
Yeah.
that. I would have went ahead and parked his car like he did, but I would have
Uh-huh.
slapped the shit out of that guy, man. I couldn't have done that, man. But
Yeah, it was. I love how in every '80s film, there's always a way to get a car on two wheels. That was just the cool stunt in so many things.
yeah, you don't see that much anymore, do you? Like,
No, I think the last time was Last Action Hero. I remember
okay.
seeing that.
Yeah, and that was a movie inside of a movie, so that was even more
Yeah,
ridiculous. So,
yeah.
um, no, it was good how he did it. I like the little sideway. He just did it so easily, and I want to see somebody actually try to do this that's never really done that because clearly he just parks cars.
Right.
Where did he learn to get it up on two wheels? Whatever. He wrecks the car. He goes to jail.
But before
Well,
we go too any further, it was interesting how the movie in text lets us know, like the premise that there's a woman mayor and that they're opening up the floodgates if anyone can sign up to be a cop, which I think that's kind of what you could do now. It's like you can sign up, doesn't mean you'll make it.
yeah, it's an academy. It's like going to boot camp. It's not like you're definitely going to get in. You can get kicked out. You got to pass. Like they can send you all the shit you want. You're not going to let it pass.
hmm
But I think one of my favorite things though, and I think you probably have a clip of this, is when Mahoney was in jail. He was actually offered you know, he was offered the opportunity to either go to jail or go to the police academy. But
hmm
while he was there, he met somebody and he wants to take him with him.
What are you in for?
I'll show you.
Oh, no, sir. No, not you.
That's terrific. Really. What's your name?
Jones. Larville Jones. Monsignor Larville Jones.
Jones was arrested for,
For what?
I assume, disturbing the peace and being
Well, based on a lot of what goes on in this movie, you might be right.
yeah.
I seriously, 17 minutes in, there's at least 2 to 3 racial slurs, or not necessarily slurs, but racist things said. We'll get to that. But
Yeah.
here's
But the
thing.
funny thing is, he's most likely in for disturbing the peace with his sound effects, but they let him have the loudspeaker that he has in his coat.
Yeah, but after he did that, he puts his hands behind his back like he's handcuffed. Did you see that?
Mhm.
Like, the end of that clip, like all of a sudden he's handcuffed.
Right. It's almost like they hint like he can get out of the handcuffs if he wants to, but they don't look into that. It's like, is that supposed to be all we need? And is that like important to the story? No, we'll never know. There's a lot of things that's like, here's something, we're never going to talk about it again.
Well,
in this movie,
like you said, it being weird that he asked to take Jones with him. What? Why?
Yeah,
Well,
he just figured out his name and he makes sound effects.
and he laughed. That was it. That was the whole thing. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I'll go, but let me take Jones with me." What? What? Okay. Anyway, so stupid, but it gives you Jones, and I like it.
Yeah.
Now, this next dude that I don't even know his fucking name, but the dude with the glasses and the wife that stays on the hood of his car all the way to the fucking all the way to the academy. You gotta hate your wife for that.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, this scene I just titled "She Fell Down Some Stairs."
If anyone's asking now, tell me that's not Steve Carell.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe not now, but 10 years ago.
His Anchorman persona, almost.
Yes. Okay, so when she's running through the backyard, is it the same lady? I don't think it's like you can clearly tell when she's doing the flips through the backyard. I don't even think it's a lady anymore. I think you can tell it's a guy, and
It has to be.
yeah,
I mean,
double.
I had a Ferris Bueller's Day Off vibe on that one, even though this is before then. I did like that. It's like, and then he continues to try. He's supposed to be accent prone, therefore he's kind of like Mr. Magoo, but he clearly can see his bitch ass wife on the hood, and he keeps driving.
That's what I said. He has to fucking hate her. And I mean, I think it's quite obvious because later on he's asked about, "Oh, you're married? That's wonderful." And he gives like this weird ass smile, So you also had a barber who worked in the camera shop who got thrown off a bridge. So
yeah, it's funny. It's like I was so confused. Like, who are these guys? Why they're doing it? Maybe just cause, but yet it's going to have payback later.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. They get
he didn't seem like he knew them before. He acted like he didn't know them.
Yeah, I don't. It was a weird thing, but I'm sitting there thinking like that's literally fucking. All right, so her on the car, him being thrown overboard. That's like attempted murder twice.
Yeah, yeah. It's kidnapping for Fatty alone.
I mean, bare minimum, yeah. But like the '80s, man, there's some wild movies, man. Perfect example, what you were talking about a minute ago, Lieutenant Harris, the chief. I forget what the chief's name was, but I just say the chief because you only see him right here and then at the end of the movie. And Commandant Lassard are all in Lassard's office having a conversation about the recruits. And you brought up the chief is pissed off about the female mayor, and he literally makes this complaint. He goes, not everybody is the same weight, height, or color. And then he said, and back when he went, they all had Johnsons. Like, Jesus
Johnsons?
fucking Christ. Yeah. Johnsons?
Johnsons?
Like, so you have to be the same height, weight, you got to be white, and you got to have a dick. What the fuck, man? So right out the gate, racist as shit. Then you get out right after this scene, directly after this scene, you get one of, I want to say his name was Copeland. Yeah, it was Copeland said this. He made the comment about there being a lot of out there. And I do that in quotes. That is not me saying it. That is him saying it.
I forgot that was a phrase, and I just figured it out through the context of the movie, so I felt like I learned a slur. Yay. It's like, oh yeah, that one. You could almost get away with that one because it's so unused.
Yeah, like, it's as a kid, you don't realize a lot of, like, this crap. I didn't realize how racist the show started. I mean, like I said, we're not even 17 minutes in. But
Right. But I mean, theoretically, the movie isn't racist. All the people making racial statements are kind of slimy bad guys.
yeah, no, they're the bad guys for
So
sure, and they
it's
definitely get their comeuppance.
establishing these are bad people. So it's saying racism is bad. So this movie's woke.
Yes, an 80s woke movie.
Head of the fucking time.
But, for real though, is Lassard, is he slow? Or is he
Um, it seems like he got dumber over time. He started to remind me of the Admiral from Hot Shots.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Hold on, was he who played the Admiral in Hot Shots? Was that
it,
the same
it
guy?
wasn't him. It
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
him. I checked. I had it. I meant to write it down.
It wasn't just the racial things said or the misogynistic things said.
Hmm.
I asked you to pull a clip for me, and I hope you have it
Hmm.
because this just fucking came out of nowhere. Please go ahead and play it.
Princess, come here. Princess? Looks more like a prince to me.
But he's mine, sir.
The delivery. He's like, queer.
That was literally the end of that scene.
Yeah, yeah. Admiral Tug was played by Lloyd Bridges in Hot Shots.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That looked
Okay.
familiar, and he started mutating into his kind of like goofiness throughout this movie. Seemed like.
As you put it, though, they're using the shit that's blatantly wrong. You know,
Mhm.
racism, homophobic terms like queer and shit like that being said to establish the bad guys. I understand that. It makes it a little bit more sense now because, like I said, I was caught off guard by it. But yeah, you are absolutely right. It is establishing. So you already see kind of some comeuppance for the Copeland and, for being, a dick. And then you got this other guy. His name is Blanks.
Mhm.
And they get sent to the barbershop along with George Martin, which I
George
really like him.
Martin.
Martin. But I really like
I
him.
definitely didn't remember him, so I definitely knew he wasn't in the sequels. Or am I wrong? Is he in the
No,
sequels?
he might be in the second one. Like, the second one is when Bobcat Goldthwait comes in, and
Right.
he's a bad guy in that one, and he comes back in the third one as a police officer. I know that.
Oh,
So
okay. Well, Jiminy Crickets. I think I
oh,
should
yeah, no,
see
I
the
can
rest
give
of
you a
these.
breakdown of a lot of this. I love these movies. Martine's already in the barber chair, and Copeland and Blanks pop in, and they're just douchebags. That's the best way I can put it. They're complete
Mhm.
douchebags. And they tell him, get up out the chair. They wanna go first, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." So they sit down and just tell the guy, "Take it all off. Get their heads completely shaved." And I'm sitting here watching, thinking the same thing, like, "This isn't the fucking military, right?" And then
Yeah.
Martine sits down and tells him, "Little off the side." They were so pissed off. That was great. Now, they start getting put in their rooms and everything.
Right.
I did have to ask this question for you, though.
What?
If you had to room with one of these guys for 14 weeks, who are you wanting to room with? Because I don't think I'd wanna be in a room with Tackleberry because there's a scene at one point, he's sleeping, finger on the trigger of his gun.
Yeah.
It's pointed at his forehead.
Just in case the bad thoughts can't go away. I mean, because I would imagine if Huckleberry, he probably was in the tail end of Vietnam. Because I mean, I don't even know if he actually was military or if he just always wanted to be and just has been to collected all the stuff. I don't even know if that, because this movie doesn't give you much backstory. You're just supposed to infer. I don't know if they
Yeah.
ever give these people in depth in other movies. Oh, Huckleberry, I needed more on
Alright,
him. You seemed like he had
Tackleberry.
depth.
I gotta
Tackleberry.
pause
Fine.
it. Tackleberry. I'll be
It's
your
Huckleberry to
Huckleberry.
me. There it is.
Yeah, oh, man, I just couldn't. I couldn't be in Tackleberry's room. I don't
Hmm.
think I could be with Mahoney because he literally is trying to get himself kicked out, so he's gonna fuck over your room somehow.
Hmm.
I think Jones would distract me too goddamn much.
Yeah, it'd be in the
I
middle of the night, just sound effects. It'd
Yeah.
have to be the fat guy.
Fat guy, the married guy, or maybe even Martine because he doesn't stay in the room at night, so you pretty much have an entire room to yourself.
Yeah, but he's going to constantly make you smell his finger,
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
which is going to be good sometimes, but bad a lot of the other times.
Let me ask you this.
Hmm.
Did you find Callahan like, incredibly hot with how dominating she is. Leslie Easterbrook. Like, I know it's
Mm,
a little strange because I got her
they were definitely
slamming
going with
there.
that. The pointy boobs of her bra.
Uh-huh.
I was baffled by the fact that she was only 33, but she looked so much older.
You wanna know something
She
funny?
looked like what?
You seen Devil's Rejects? She
Oh,
plays
is
the
that the
mom.
mother?
Yes.
Oh, yep, that checks out. Yep, yep.
But yeah, the pointy
Interesting.
boobs thing, the pointy bra,
Mhm,
that was an '80s thing, man. Go back and watch
mhm,
'80s movies, and that's or '80s anything, and that's what it is. It's a pointy
right.
cone-shaped boobs.
They
And
depict her as very, very strong, but we see her, later in the movie in her underwear. It's like, alright, she's in shape, but she's not, like, stacked. I mean, this isn't no China.
but no, I found, like, not necessarily her, but yes, a little bit of her, but the way she acted, like, the dominating thing, the
Mhm.
slamming
Yeah,
them
being
down,
told.
spitting on their face,
Yeah.
and then yelling yeah, no, I don't know, something about it, man. And Martine definitely liked that a little bit later, but we'll get there. You know, I've got Lieutenant Harris. You know, Mahoney's obviously trying to get kicked out. He's doing anything and everything he can
Mhm.
throughout this movie to get kicked out. Lieutenant Harris basically informs Mahoney that he's not going to get thrown out. He's shit out of luck if he thinks that's going to happen because they don't kick anyone out. And you know, obviously Mahoney was told if he quits, he's going to jail. So
Right.
um, the commandant says the same thing. He's got to deal with Captain Reed to not throw Mahoney out. So Mahoney he just does everything. He tears his pants to get out of, running. He, puts shoe polish on fucking, Harris's megaphone, which I believe is a recurring theme throughout this, not this episode or this one, but throughout the whole series. I think that happens to, Harris a couple more times at least.
I think it's an interesting Freudian slip that you said episode, and I'll hold that thought to, for my final thoughts.
Okay.
Okay.
But,
And speaking of the tearing pants, I had to bring up the course they were on and the brick wall.
okay.
Why was it so fake? I understand why it is later. That's fake as
Oh,
hell.
cardboard.
Yeah. And I understand that it had to be fake for this part,
Yeah.
but spend the money for a real wall for the first part.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
impressed that some people actually jumped up and over that without it falling. There had to be
Hmm.
somebody or some good supports on that other side because that was just a straight up and down cardboard wall.
Yeah. 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 To get a real wall for, the hero shot and then for that stunt. Fake wall, bring out the fake wall. See,
Did you just refer to Hooks trying to climb up that wall as the hero shot? Or were you
in a
referring to
sense,
Bubba's?
or just
Oh,
anyone. The up close and personal. You get up close, it's just like the claw marks are painted clearly.
yeah. I put here, I fucking love Tackleberry, man. If there's anybody in this movie that's my favorite, it's Tackleberry.
Yes.
They're on the fucking gun range, everybody's shooting, missing, nobody's hitting the fucking target, and then you're just looking down range and one target explodes out of nowhere. Everybody hits the ground. Tackleberry's got this giant fucking gun. It's ridiculous. And you know, where did you get that gun? Well, I brought it from home, sir.
My mom got it for me.
Dude, Tackleberry is the shit. Like I said though, could not room with him because he may protect me from people if he's awake, but if that
Hmm.
dude has a bad dream, he's already on that trigger. I've already seen what he did to the surprise party he had thrown for him. He's a psycho.
Right. See, I'm kind of hoping that he has no military. He's like the classic mall cop who always wanted to be a cop.
Okay.
Hence why we see him as a security guard. I just want to see him like it's like he's been cosplaying his all his life for this.
Maybe.
But
Okay, so his
I don't know.
mom his here's a theory then. I just come up with this, never put any thought into it.
Nope.
Maybe
Yeah.
you said he said his mom bought him that gun, right?
Hmm.
Maybe he, like, is doing this thing where he wanted to go to the military, but, like, I don't know, say his dad passed away, and he had to stay at home and take care of his mom, so he didn't get to go to the military, so he
Hmm.
could get a local job at security, and then his mom, being, grateful, bought him a gun or 2, just a thought. Could be
Yeah.
wrong.
Hmm.
Now, part of Mahoney trying to get kicked out, another thing, when they're all doing the written test, did you catch what he was doing?
Oh, doing it in Crown. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Not
I
not
wasn't
just
even
the
thinking
crown.
like him. Wait, what?
Well, I'll
Go
say
ahead.
not just crown, but he had like 8 different crowns, so he was doing it in all
Right.
different colors too.
To me, I thought that was just trying to show him as being quirky, not trying to get kicked out there. Because
Okay.
it's like you would think he would just purposely just go all C. Like if you're trying to get kicked out, fail.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like that's the thing. It's like looks like he was actually trying. It's like try to fail. The crowns ain't gonna do it. The wrong answers are gonna do it.
Yeah,
Uh,
for someone trying to get kicked out, you're right. He tried too hard. Like he was trying to pass too hard. And I mean this throughout the whole movie. He's doing like if I'm trying to get kicked out and I got
mhm.
Blanks and Copeland telling me to do push-ups, fuck you.
Yeah, it's like they're not gonna shoot you. You're not gonna be court-martialed or anything. It's like
Yeah.
it's for
You're,
civil service. It's like oh, he won't do it.
he
Yeah,
won't do it.
yeah, we
Okay.
can't touch him. Oh,
Yeah.
well then you're out of here.
Oh, thank you. There you go. So that's all he has to do is say no. He gets kicked out of Harris's car later. Follow behind me. No, I'm just gonna go back.
No, I'm just gonna stay in here. It's
It's
like
like, no, I'm
okay,
good.
the little guy is yelling at me. Oh no.
Yeah, it just didn't make any sense. Like I love Mahoney and I love Steve Guttenberg. He was the '80s like Short Circuit. Love the
Oh,
movie.
yep. Hmm.
Dude, he, was it 3 Men and a Baby? I know it's a weird one to throw out there, but the Goot man, he was the goat of the '80s, man. The Goot. But something about
I'll say I liked him in those movies. And I have nothing wrong with him. I just don't like his character. More to my point that when you said this episode, it's like, yeah, I feel like that for a lot of these things. Maybe in the other movies they're a little more in depth.
well, yeah, because by the other movies, like so when I said the fourth one,
Hmm.
it's my favorite one. Basically, all the people you see in this one who are like all the established ones from 1 through 3. So Mahoney, Hightower, Hooks, Callahan, Bobcat Goldthwait's character, they are all actually teaching at the police academy in the fourth one, and that's when
Okay,
like David
that's
Spade and some other people
right.
come in. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a new batch. Yeah,
Yes.
so it's a comedy from the teachers and these new cadets. Got it.
Exactly. But you still got Lieutenant Harris there. You still got Commandant Lassard, but you
Hmm.
have all of them. But speaking like we keep saying '80s movies, and I have to ask this question. Do most '80s movies have a peeping Tom scene and it's just normal?
Yes, and it's funny. It's always funny.
Well, I just watched Revenge of the Nerds the other day.
Hmm.
Same thing.
That's a
Not
classic one.
not
Back
just
to
a
the
scene.
Future.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
Hmm.
not just a scene in Revenge of the Nerds. They literally cut holes out in ceilings and put the biggest fucking cameras you've ever seen, by the way.
With
Like this
the loudest sounding gears for the focus and turning.
yeah. The gears are louder than the drill they use because you put a
Yeah,
silencer
the
on the drill. But
magic.
anyways,
Yeah,
we're making fun of the wrong movie.
wrong movie. That's a different
We'll get to
episode.
that one later. We might even have to have the Grace Taproom on for that because I got a planned crossover with that one. Yeah, the peeping Tom scene. So I bring that up because Mahoney is literally on a balcony drinking and staring into the ladies' shower. He gets caught
But
by
I
Lieutenant Harris.
must judge the people who decide it's not a balcony. That's like an edge of the ground floor. That shower is kind of like a basement floor. That's B1 level.
Okay, so they weren't like up on the
No,
fire
there's like
escape,
I would assume that's like a ledge for some sort of like
you know?
stairway.
You're
Kind of think
right.
of the show Cheers,
Yeah,
how
you're
it's
right
kind of laid
because I
out.
just
Hmm.
thought of later on when they're sneaking the hooker. They're
Hmm.
they're running ground level, but they're also on a walkway. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Touche. So, like I said though, he's up there peeping and he gets caught by Harris. Harris takes his liquor, kicks him out. Harris turns. I don't even think he realized what Mahoney was doing, to be honest, because Harris turns and looks down and the girls yell at him. He's like, oh shit, and he runs.
Yeah, he barely got a glimpse. He did
Uh,
not to get to see one hair on one bush. That's not fair.
we've got no, wrong movie again. All right. But yeah, so we get Harris is actually trying to get, Captain or get Mahoney kicked out. So he's calling Captain Reed here in a little bit. And Mahoney agrees, like he's like he'll do everything he can to try. But while they're in the office, and we haven't even mentioned her yet. I brought her up, Kim Cattrall. I said
Hmm.
Lassie. I hope people got that reference. I call her Lassie because the movie Porky's. Love
Hmm.
the movie
That's
Porky's.
all she'll ever be to me.
Yeah, that or the horror from Sex and the City.
Yeah. Oh, but
Or
that doesn't narrow it down. The
well,
oldest
hold on, no.
horror.
You got the horror versus the horse face. See, the other two, like, yeah, and then the other ones you had, I believe one was married and one ended up being a lesbian in the show.
Yeah,
I
a
don't.
lesbian whore, a married whore, a horse whore, and the old whore.
Okay, so the old whore from Sex and the City. There you go. We're already losing listeners. But yeah, he calls Captain Reed and he's talking to him, and Mahoney's staring out the window, and you got Kim Cattrall out there, like
Mhm.
blowing him kisses and shit like that at him.
Yeah, why? Because you talked to the guy for 40 seconds a
The
week or
guy
two ago?
basically sexually harassed her in the beginning,
Mhm.
pretended to be a
An instructor?
superior, yeah, an
Yeah.
instructor, asking her for, I believe, her height, weight, phone number,
Mhm.
and then I believe no, it
Let me
wasn't
see
at the
those
beginning.
thighs.
Yeah, let's say later on he actually gets her to describe him, I believe. But yeah, he
Mhm.
sees her and she's all of a sudden interested, so now he wants to stay.
Yeah.
That's out of nowhere.
Well,
Like,
you had to there's always a woman that's the interest in all these movies. Well, actually in most movies.
no, it's usually
I
in
don't
most
know.
movies.
Mhm.
Yeah, so when Harris gives Mahoney the phone, he's like, Captain Reed, can I leave? No? Okay, thanks. That's the whole conversation.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it. Oh, but the next prominent thing I actually have wrote down here,
Mhm.
Tackleberry. Once again, his psychotic ass. He keeps going on and on and on. He's like,
Mhm.
Barber, hit me. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna hit you. Hit me, hit me. Finally, he hits him. And
Mhm.
Tackleberry looks shocked, like he's never been hit before.
That's why I'm going with the theory that he was just a sheltered wannabe soldier of fortune. He's been
Yeah.
just cosplaying all his life. I mean, it's really a mall cop
He's like
scenario.
these keyboard warriors that talk shit and talk shit and talk shit. And now he's
Mhm.
in front of somebody and bam, he gets hit. And like I said, he did not look like he expected that. He was, yeah. Speaking of Barber, this is
Mhm.
where Lieutenant Harris gets the idea to send Blanks and Copeland to find out about a party going on tonight. This
Yeah.
leads to one of the classic scenes from this movie, of all the movies, because this actually makes a reappearance in, I know the fourth one, possibly others, the Blue Oyster Club. Yeah, so it does come back because Harris actually gets sent to it, and I think the fourth one, just so you know.
Yeah,
But
it's still a point that it's kind of like part of our age group's culture to represent something that's gay. A
yeah,
gay, if someone says a gay bar, you think Blue Oyster.
Blue Oyster, yeah.
Hmm.
Blanks and Copeland go to Barber to find out where the party is. Barber has no fucking clue. So
Yeah.
Barber goes to Mahoney. And while he's asking Mahoney, Mahoney's like, so, oh yeah, you want to come party with us? He goes, no, no, I don't want to. Just some people are asking me.
Hmm.
And Mahoney's, being the smart person he is here, realizes what's going on and he gives them an address. And that's where Banks and Copeland go.
Okay, yeah, it's no big secret. It's at the Blue Oyster Bar. It's on Powell.
They fit right into. Now, it's like a bar full of, picture the cop from Village People.
Hmm.
So, like, if anybody's just listening and not watching on the YouTubes, it's just a bar full of the cops from Village People. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And they basically force them to dance with them while everybody else is at the beach partying. You do get a surprise from Tackleberry here. Like, dude could play a saxophone like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I like that. It's like this is a weird talent.
Yeah, just out of nowhere. But
The guitar makes more sense, but saxophone. But maybe that's more of his. Like I said, I want to know more about his background.
yo, I would love to know. This party in general interests me though. They're on a beach. The only music
Hmm.
being played is what's coming out of that saxophone and the guys next to him, right?
And
But as a,
Jones making guitar sounds while he's
yeah.
playing was it a tennis racket?
Okay, so my point being, a saxophone that's not being played constantly, and Jones,
Hmm.
who can only be so loud with his mouth.
Yeah.
You get you get Mahoney and Hoare talking, and or Mahoney and Lassie. I forget what her name is in this. But you get Mahoney and Lassie talking, and they are. She's pretending like she can't hear him. They can't hear each
Hmm.
other. This is too loud. You're at a
Yeah.
fucking beach. There's nothing going on, and you
The
can't hear each
fire
other.
is louder than anything.
I honestly, I just hope it was a way to sneak away to go fuck. I really hope that's all it
Hmm.
was. I don't know. But this party, though, like I said, it intrigued me because I've been to tons of parties. I've been, out in bonfires, party, all this shit. I've been beach parties. Never have I been somewhere where all of a sudden a conga line of chicks taking off their tops are just going by the fire. You?
No, no, I don't think I've ever seen a titty that I hadn't had to be in a relationship with.
But it's just I want this party. I want to go to these parties, man. I know, like they say, they won't kick anyone out, or they want to make people quit, not kick out. But
Yeah.
how the hell is Barber and Hooks? How have they not been thrown out? And I say this
Oh
because
yeah,
they're
yeah.
on Hooks should have been thrown out because, for one, she's not assertive, can't talk, doesn't have any idea how to, like, later on, she was asked to, like, stop somebody breaking out of a window. She says, "Don't move,
Yeah.
it's a stick up," instead of freeze, or,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's a
She
stick.
pretends like she's robbing somebody. But
Oh,
so
I won't say it.
so are you assuming she had a previous record too? I'm not saying like that. That's what they imply with a lot of this movie. But
Yeah.
you get Barber should have been kicked out because of firing range. Hook should have already been gone because she can't even make it halfway up the wall. But Barber gets a shotgun in his hand, and while he's holding it, shoots off to the side on accident, and is in
Right.
confusion and turns and points the gun at everybody else.
But notice that Tackleberry is not ducking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tackleberry recognizes the fact that that gun isn't going to fire without being,
Cocked.
racked. So, being such a gun expert, it's like, it's fine.
Yeah. If he would have, Tackleberry would
Yeah,
have hit
it's
the
like,
ground.
oh shit. Yeah, probably would have just shot him. Now, with Hooks, there's an interesting thing that you see. I feel like there's more footage that backs this up. I can't remember. At one point they're just doing drills running through campus, and they pass these, what I assume is two ladies walking by, civilians possibly, or maybe it's two people that have quit. Everybody looks, and I mean everybody.
Left, right, left.
Even Hooks takes a look. What's up with that?
That is. I didn't even
Rewound
know.
it. So, yeah. What the fuck?
Who are those people and why do they
I
care?
don't know. I feel like those are characters that we didn't get to know. Maybe they were edited out. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lost
Maybe
scene.
they weren't supposed to be there. Maybe they were just civilians walking by and they're like, what the fuck are they doing? We're recording. Here.
Get out of the shot.
That's hilarious. Do that again, one more time.
Okay, all right.
Left, right, left.
No, they got.
Left, right.
Look
Okay,
at
after the scene, you know what? After that scene, I believe I heard them say we've already had X amount quit. Maybe that was
right, but I mean, I just feel like it's not showing enough. It just looks like they're checking people out.
Yeah.
But there's luggage. It's like I feel like there's something here. It's not 100%.
Check out the ass on that one. Yeah, he must.
That's what it looks like. And Hooks is like, oh yeah, I'd like to lick the shit out of that.
What the fuck? Well, hey, let's go back to the tackle range. The tackle range. That's what I'm gonna call it, man. The firing range. Tackleberry made that his bitch. That dude. They go and he starts like kicking down fucking thing. He goes inside of a house and takes down one of the things from behind.
From behind. I don't think that's how that you're supposed to. He should have been disqualified. He's not listening.
You know what this is? That right there is the blueprint for Call of Duty's opening training level of fucking Tackleberry running through.
You have been disqualified.
Like at that point, I don't know if I think Tackleberry is definitely graduating, or if man, we got to get rid of this fucking psycho. Not many of these people should be cops. I'm just going to say that now.
Yeah, there's a reason why it's called standards.
There's a reason why the captain in the beginning was saying shit. It wasn't just because he was racist. But
it's like, we need more women cops. It's like there's not that many pussies to checks. That's what a woman cop is for pussy checking and mistaking tasers for guns. That's about it.
Well, I don't know, man.
All women cops with canines, please. It's cheaper and useful.
Let's go back to Martine. We were talking about him earlier. We've said, he's never in his room. It's
Yeah.
because he's sneaking out, and he's not just going into one lady's room, he's hooking up with, like, 2 and 3 ladies a night, and, let's go back to where he pulled up. He pulled up with 4 different his girlfriends, as he called them.
Yeah. Yeah. And he probably not even his girlfriends, probably just met him while hitchhiking.
Yeah, they probably hitched a ride, and, like, he's supposed to be, like, fancy and shit. That car they pulled up in was kind of
It
a
was a
piece of
piece of
shit.
shit. It was like tacoed. It was rusted. It
Oh,
was
it was bad.
smoking.
I wonder if it was good for that time, though. But no,
No,
that was a
no,
piece
there
of
was.
shit. But the reason I go back to Martine is because he actually is sneaking into another dorm, and when the door
Mhm.
opens, you got Callahan staring him dead in the face, and this is that scene we were talking about earlier with the pointy boobs and,
Mhm.
all that shit, and I'm telling you, man, when she, like, slams him on the bed, and if I was this is 14-year-old Jay, I
Mhm.
I might have been able to do something with this scene, just being honest with you, but
Well, yeah, because I mean, I was 14 years old. I could just close my eyes and do that. But yeah.
but yeah, skipping past that, we get Blanks and Copeland finally, confronting Barber about the Blue Oyster I almost said club the blue
Mhm.
cult. Tabby would fucking kill me if I was calling the Blue Oyster Cult. But the
Gang!
Blue
No.
Oyster Club, and, so they didn't confront him, they decided to get their revenge, and
Mhm.
so this is where the hooker comes in,
Mhm.
and
And
they sneak a
we
hooker.
know this hooker.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
How so? Is it Miss Cherry
Uh,
Forever?
no.
Oh, if she was from Porky's also, that'd be awesome.
No, no. From a porno we did a review of a long time ago, the opening of Missy Jones.
Missy Beethoven?
No, not Missy Beethoven. I'm
Devil and Miss
saying the
Jones?
Devil and Mrs.
Yeah,
Jones,
okay.
the main character. That's her.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's alright, that's strange. And
Yeah.
you know what? For anyone listening that is wondering, yes, we used to do a podcast called the Porn Stash Podcast, and we've done movie reviews before, but they're a little more on the, risque side?
Risque. Mm-hmm.
Risque,
The
and
YouTube not letting you have views side. Yeah.
yeah. But go check it out, the opening of Missy Beethoven. Hell, we may even re-upload that on here one day. But, they got the hooker up into the room, and then all of a sudden, Barber is running to Mahoney for help. I'm sorry, Mahoney's the last person I'm going to for help, but, it is what it is. 'Cause,
I think we're supposed
Mahoney
to hint. Homie should know how to hide a hooker.
probably, but this is the second
Mm-hmm.
time Barber has asked Mahoney for help. The first time, he sent him into the commandant's house, and he walked in on his wife
Oh
in the
yeah,
shower.
yeah. Well, yeah. That's a shame you want.
Yeah. So this is all on Barber at this point, like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
they decide to move her out of the room, and, they're running, and they end up in an auditorium, and he's like, "Shit, we can't stay in here." But then a crowd of people start coming in, so they hide under the podium. This scene, basically, Commandant Lassard is doing he's kinda showing off the police academy to
Mm-hmm.
some people, some investors, I'm assuming,
I
some
like to say investors. Yeah.
yeah, let's just say investors. He's showing off their police cars, their campus and shit on there. He
Mm-hmm.
cannot keep a straight face. He cannot say a sentence. He's talking like this, and it's funny as hell. It really is one of the funniest damn things because the whole time the reason he's doing that, the
Mm-hmm.
hooker just decided to start fucking blowing him mid presentation.
Right, but with Mahoney, this is a pretty big podium,
It has to be.
and
Yeah, Mahoney's staring
this
out the
the
front of it.
yeah, and the second time you see a podium, it's somehow even bigger.
It's like it got bigger. It's like a clown podium. Just more and more people climb out of it.
Yeah, but so I understand the comicness for like why he didn't, but how do you not look down and see what's
Yeah,
going on?
and after, how do you not when you turn back and you see Mahoney climbing out and no female,
Mm-hmm.
how do you not say something then?
Yes, or yeah, I mean, I guess a
I
different
don't know.
time you just bury it.
He treated that like it was a glory hole, but
Mm-hmm.
he was mid-work. I don't I'm trying to put myself in that situation. The second my zipper came down, I'd be like, "What the fuck?" You know?
Yeah, you step the fuck back.
No, 80s, man. That's all I gotta say. 80s were a different time. I do have another question here for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think Captain or Lieutenant Harris was more afraid of? Hightower or Tackleberry?
Mm.
And I say this because this is the scene when they're doing he's trying to make people stop him from climbing out the window.
Mhm.
And Tackleberry's response, "Don't move, dirtbag, before I blow your goddamn head off." You know,
Yeah.
he looks
Uh,
scared as shit at Tackleberry, but he is very scared of Hightower too. I mean, by the end, he's way more scared of Hightower. But at this point, like God,
yeah, I mean, there's an unhinged. Now, the terrifying quiet giant. I don't know.
see,
Nah, it's Hackleberry. Tackleberry. He looks like he's just too busy. He just wants. It's like he wants it to all come out.
yeah, it's just he's out there, man. He's gonna kill somebody and enjoy it.
There's a
But
reason why he didn't get to join the military, and it was
so being an '80s movie, we obviously get a montage of them improving their skills. You know,
Mhm.
everybody starts doing a little bit better here and there. It's a really short one. They finally get to go out on the street with other cops.
Yeah, like a ride along.
Yeah, Tackleberry has an old lady talking to him about her cat in the tree.
Mm-hmm. Why would he think this was the solution?
He's looking for any reason he can to shoot that gun.
That's not the first cat he has shot.
I guarantee it's not. You start off with squirrels and BB guns, but
Uh-huh.
when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
when you move to 44s and cats, got a problem. But
And again, not immediately reported and kicked out.
so, but
That's gonna get a complaint.
not once has there, and this is going to get a complaint. Of course, it's going to get a complaint. But not once do people call the police to get a cat out of a tree. That's always a fire. Like that's always like you see the firemen doing that.
Mhm,
Like they got the
mhm.
ladders. They get and that's that. But it is what it is, man. I just thought that was a little out there. You got Hooks not doing a great job conducting traffic here because what was it? A
Oh,
bunch of
yeah.
chickens and shit are all over the road.
Yeah,
And
it's and I like how this is Anytown, USA. It's purposely like everything is very nondiscreet. It just says, Metropolitan Police and everything else. It's not supposed to be anywhere.
well, and when they're in the downtown area, you can see at least 2 or 3 different languages on different buildings too. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because it was
So,
filmed in Canada, so I think it's a little bit of
oh, was it now?
English and yes. It's
Actually, I
always
didn't know.
cheaper to film in Canada. Because I was trying to figure out where it's supposed to take place at.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
during the scene, and not to be that guy, but
That
the dirt
guy.
bike that Harris takes from the citizen on the street,
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure that bike wasn't street legal. That's a dirt bike. Those, like,
Yeah.
I don't think those are street legal.
Yeah. There
But,
are some, but I doubt that one.
I mean, that
Yeah,
was
that had
clearly
no
a
business being
motocross
there.
bike. But
Yeah, and that's
it
why it had to be so it could be for the stunt scene, but
yeah,
still.
and the stunt scene, of course, is fucking Harris wrecking and his head going up a horse's ass, which
You know
is
what? In my heart, it's the horse's that I saw that would get
I
bleeped.
had that same thought. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And I also gave him the benefit of the doubt. Like maybe his head
Mhm.
went in one and he tried to stop and the hand went in the other,
Oh, yeah. Mhm,
just flying forward.
mhm.
So he may have just DP'd that horse on his own. But obviously, Mahoney tells everybody about this, but he tells Harris he didn't.
Mhm.
But Jones making horse noises at him.
That got a slight chuckle out of me. I would have to admit that most of the jokes I saw coming a mile away just because it's been 30 years and
Yeah.
we've seen this all before.
Yeah.
So but at least that's like, okay, we're going to get some sound effect. And that was a good one. That was a good one.
Well, let's be fair. Jones is fucking always spot on with the sound effects. Like the second he
Mhm.
pops in,
Was he used more in other movies?
yeah, yes, he is a consistent throughout all
Right.
7, I
Like
believe.
I think I've even seen some of the cartoon and I know he's in that, or at least
Yeah.
someone that I guess you don't technically need him. You could just use sound effects.
Yeah, I don't remember 5 and 6 very well. I know 1 is Miami Beach. I don't remember what the other one is, and then part 7 is Mission in Moscow. So,
Jesus Christ, so many movies. And
mhm.
from what I look at, they were pumping them out once a year.
Yeah, that's basically Friday the 13th. They were like, "All right, it's Call of Duty. All right, we need Call of Duty 2026. We need Call of Duty 2027. Let's get a new one out. Next scene here, we got middle of the night. Mahoney gets woke up by Hightower out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also the same scene where I told you that the gun is pointed at Tackleberry's
Yes.
head, if you didn't catch
Yeah.
that. Okay, so he's sleeping with his fucking finger on the trigger. If you
Mhm.
please splice a picture of that in here just so people can see it if possible. They decide to go get to go teach him how to drive, and all Mahoney says, "Oh, great, all we can do is steal a car." And they take Copeland's car. Racist thing number 3 here from Copeland. Most people I don't consider racist, but this guy, he had the Confederate flag as his front,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So there's that.
But he was the one that said spade
Yeah,
that
it's
taught
the
me.
same one
It's
as
like
Copeland. That's
that.
why
So
I
it's
said
the same
I
ones, that's fine.
I would have immediately
Yeah.
assumed, but yes, that is. Which is also part of what we said earlier, where they were building up the bad guys, and
So
definitely
it's
it's
up to
part of his
par. It's
come
like, yeah.
But my favorite part here, Hightower. You remember that scene from The Simpsons with the really tall guy sitting in the little car? And,
Yeah. I think, yeah. It was, oh, yeah. Yeah. I had
yeah,
that exact thought. It's just,
yeah.
yeah, different.
That that's how he looked in this car. And Mahoney makes a joke about, well, we could just rip the front seats out and sit in the back. Well, that
It's
joke
like,
went a little far, and Hightower tore the fucking front seats out. The driving, Hightower, he's just so intense. He's like, the Goot's telling him, "Hey, there's a car in front of us. Car in front of us." And he just fucking nails the car in front of him.
just,
Like, why did you stop? You didn't tell me
you
to.
didn't tell me to.
But yeah, Hightower basically takes multiple cops on a fucking high speed chase here, wrecking Copeland's car everywhere, only to turn around and be fucking amazing on the course. I've seen
I guess
people,
that police chase made him better.
yeah, he learned how to drive pretty fucking quick. Like he knew how to drift. Like he went driving the night before, probably didn't get
Yeah.
any sleep. Like no, it is what it is, man. It's the 80s. But you get hooks on driving after him, and
That's another core memory is watching her happily while one of the Christmas melodies is playing.
yeah,
I think
just driving all happy back and forth.
going
Through
5 miles an hour.
doesn't really do much, then runs over Copeland's feet. So I'm not gonna repeat what he says, but he calls her a slur, and Hightower did not like that.
No.
You messed up big, mister. Now you get your stuff and you get out of here right now.
It looked like he was about to cry. Now I'm going to bring back a certain spot. Check out the engine bay as it flips over.
Okay.
There is no engine in this vehicle.
No, there is not.
And another example is you can see there's supposed to be an engine there in front.
Yeah,
Of,
you can see
yeah.
all the bolt
Yeah.
missing.
Where it hooks up to the transmission. It's
Okay,
just like, hey,
so-
look, no engine.
This leads me to believe that Bubba Smith really did lift and flip this car on his own then.
It
they took
probably
out
did for
so
help
much
or
weight.
just for fluids, maybe. Yeah, they maybe have like got it up to a certain point where he could hold it and then let him flip the rest of the way.
Yeah. Okay. I did not catch that. That's a good catch. Good catch.
I like
Yeah,
nitpicking these things.
Oh, yeah, that's the best part of this. But yeah, so I paused it repeatedly on the chase scene because I swear I couldn't make it out for sure, but I swear it kept changing cars because that front license plate changed once or twice. Like it went to a regular license plate back to the vanity plate. I say vanity plate, the display
interesting.
plate. It looked like, but it was a high speed chase. It was
Right.
hard to pause, not the greatest quality. So it could
Yeah.
be wrong, probably wrong, but usually when you see people when they're driving by, you don't see Hightower sitting in the back. You see somebody sitting in the front. You see a stunt driver. Hightower flips over the car. He gets kicked out. That's the end of Hightower for now. Next scene, you got Copeland and Banks are pissed off at Mahoney because of the car. And so they're trying to get Mahoney to start a fight. And they're like, come on, throw the first punch. Why doesn't Mahoney? He's trying to get kicked out.
Well, he was, but this is at the point where he's been trying
Okay, so you think that
for
you think
love.
okay, so you think he's beyond trying to get kicked out at this point. Okay.
Right. It's not until they feel he needs to protect Fatty that he is willing to fight.
Okay. And protecting Fatty for
think.
reference, when Copeland is about to smear a giant dill of mashed potatoes in his face, all of a sudden you see all right, so it's not even a cookie sheet.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cookie
No,
sheet.
it's fucking
It's the top,
tinfoil.
yeah, it's tinfoil. It's the top of the fucking tinfoil, like, yeah, it's It's not gonna hurt anybody. We used to hit each other harder with
I was
shit
about to
back
say,
then.
I thought of pans back
Yeah,
then.
like those old pans that we would take and piss off
Mhm,
our parents because we'd dent up all their pans hitting each other. Yeah, I know we're
mhm,
idiots, but yeah.
yeah,
Um, they're in the after this fight goes on, they go to Harris's office, and all Harris wants to know is who threw the first punch. And naturally, Blanks tells him that Barber did.
mhm,
And as you said, Mahoney feels he has to protect Barber because Barber did it for him.
right.
Mahoney takes the blame. He gets kicked out. Everybody should be happy at this point.
Yeah,
You can still have the girl. He doesn't have to be in the academy to get the girl.
yeah,
He could be out of the
yeah,
academy. He could be back living his life. He could have the girl.
yeah, I don't know, and it definitely doesn't explain when he has this hero complex very soon,
No,
because
he's
we
got the
failed to, mention that, Mr. Magoo, what is his name? It eludes me.
yeah.
The
He's
other
the one.
cop, the accent prone, he
The,
accidentally starts a riot with an apple.
okay, actually, I have that right here because I've got
Mhm,
the riot starting, and what had happened is he's sitting in his car, and he's
mhm,
talking. Like three guys come up to his window, and he's talking about his radio. Is it up too loud? Whatever, you can turn it down.
yep.
Well, anyways, his part or the actual cop that's with him gets back in the car and hands him an apple. He goes, "Oh, thanks." He just throws it out the window, nails one of the guys in the head. Just so happens there's other guys out there with apples, so they think that that guy threw it.
And
Boom,
that
riot
starts a
starts.
chain reaction, bumping into, yeah, that
Somebody
classic
hands
bar
somebody,
fight
"Here, hold my
style.
TV," and somebody, "Oh my god, people are stealing TVs," like
Fucking, I closed my, I kind of looked away from my screen for a little bit, and I look back, and there's a pinball machine flying down an alley. It's like, what?
yeah. It just it went
Got out of
from
control.
fucking 0 to 70 like that, it was out there. And that was the like, how is that gonna start a riot? Why is that a riot? Why is that not just a fight? Like, has this been, like, building in the city? Is this a terrible
Yeah.
city? What are we looking at here?
I was like, is this Detroit? It'd be great if like there was some radio chatter throughout the movie talking about tensions rising in the city. And it would also, it's like tensions are rising. That's why they open the floodgates to get more cops.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so yeah, maybe that is the see, smart thinking by the lady mayor. We need
Mm-hmm.
people, so we get people. You
Woke and
train them.
Gadies.
Fucking idiots. But all of a sudden they're getting told to all the police academies getting told to get their riot gear on. And
Mhm.
naturally somebody runs into Jones and goes, "Jones, was that you?" Which I would have questioned that too.
Okay, yeah, I guess that it's like, okay, but it's so quick you don't even notice it. I could imagine if you're in a theater watching it, you wouldn't even have picked up on it or it'd been a little confusing.
Yeah. But
It was my second go around that I noticed it.
well, him running into Jones, was that you?
Yeah, yeah, it was just a quick pass.
It was so good. But their riot gear sucks. All it was a jumpsuit. Like they look like Michael Myers, but with a helmet on. Like they
Hmm.
had that Michael Myers jumpsuit on with like if they got shot, nothing's protecting them.
Right.
What,
Well, all
what
the budget went in that fake wall.
Okay, I'll give you that one. That was a nice wall. They get deployed. Oh, and let's just throw this out there. Mahoney was kicked out, but when he hears the riot thing going on, he goes ahead and throws on his riot gear anyways. Okay, so this is where you're talking
Hmm.
about his hero complex starting. So I would have
Yeah.
already been gone, but they get deployed to an area, and by Lassard sent them, and he told them where to go. But the problem is Lassard sent them to the wrong street and put them right in the middle of the riot. Like
Yeah.
they were supposed to be traffic control. That was it. And yeah, once again, that's why I asked because Lassard's slow.
Yeah.
He's this dumb throughout the entire series. Like
Yeah. I
it
feel
doesn't.
like they were rewriting him, but he did not start off dumb. He just looks like he didn't care about his job, but he
Yeah,
seems to be getting dumber. It's almost like they rewrote him, but they forgot to rewrite the beginning.
yeah. It's I like I said, I could not figure out what his actual deal was, but yeah, that is what it is. But then you get Blanks and Copeland again. The dipshits of the movie. Which I'm pretty sure that they're gone after this. I don't think those two come back. I think that this is the end of them. But they get their guns taken away by rioters because they're doing nothing but talking shit to these guys on the other side of the fence.
But I do have an interesting note. Every time when I used to have television, those days, you flip it on and this movie was on, it was always the riot. It was
It was
always
this
this part
scene.
of the movie. It
Yep.
was always this shit.
Yep. And the scene right here, I always remember. They're sitting there. They got guns. They're pointing them
Hmm.
at these people on the other side of the fence and calling them names, talking shit to them. And then they get to the part where the fence is open and they get scared to
Hmm.
death. They have guns.
They saw that
The,
kind of reminds you of like two dogs barking through the fence, and then the fences are moving. And they
yeah,
don't know
and
what to
also you're
do.
like, yeah, they literally, this guy, the one guy reaches up and grabs both of their guns out of their hands, and they run off like pussies
Mm-hmm.
into the first open building they can go into, which is our Blue Oyster Club again. You just run in and you hear that dun 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 dun, dun and then fucking great, man. That music, that is the one thing about this movie I'll never forget. That music will always be in my head because
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it's every time they go in there.
It would have been nice is before they were threatening through the fence, they were just kind of walking down the streets like, this looks familiar.
Like, yeah, this come out of bed. But I mean, I did kind of like the randomness of like the oh, here's a door and they open it and you just hear the music. It's a very, very fun throwback. But
Yeah.
the guys that took the guy that took the guns, you know, he grabs Lieutenant Harrison, basically takes him captive, and he takes his gun. So this
Yeah,
guy's got
he's got
3 guns now.
3 guns. He only has 2 hands. What's he gonna do with all these guns?
I don't know, but apparently these guns have 900 bullets each. But we'll get to that in a minute.
It's the 80s.
It sounded like he was a fucking stormtrooper shooting, pew, 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 just nonstop, and shot like him too. He couldn't hit for shit. And then here's our throwback to Barber. You remember earlier, Barber gets thrown into the fucking
Oh yeah, yeah. His
river.
redemption scene. Yeah.
He walks in an aisle, and these guys start surrounding him as a cop, acting like they're going to beat his ass again. So he kicks the shit out of them, naturally. And these
Right.
guys, what they're doing, they're moving a bunch of stuff out of a house during a riot. It looks like they're robbing a house. I still think they were. But after he beats their ass, he literally tells them, now take all that shit back in the house. And they're like, this is our stuff. Oh, doesn't even question it further. I would have prove it, motherfucker. You know what? Screw it. You assaulted a police officer. Come with me. I don't care. Get your revenge a little further, or hit him again. Do something.
And here's another legality. They're not police officers yet.
No.
They have no business being there. They're
No.
still technically civilians.
Yeah, they are. Like if they shot somebody, they had to have been deputized or something. Like when the riot was called, there had to be something that was done to fully deputize them because this would not have played one way or another. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you got Harris is taken captive, obviously, and you have Lassie and a couple other people walking down the street, and they start getting shot at.
But good
And
thing
this
there's a full-size cartoonish crate she can hide behind.
Oh yeah. A big ass crate out in the middle. The others are standing behind another crate. It's just nonstop shooting. They don't shoot back at him. I mean, obviously you shouldn't, but because he was holding Harris. One of them actually questions. I think it was Martine. He goes, "Should we shoot back?" And Lassard actually got a smile on his face. So that was kind of funny. But I said something about how many bullets does that gun hold. The guy never reloads, and at most those have what, 8 rounds in them?
Yeah, we'll say that. Being a
that.
non-gun expert, no clue. I have no clue how many
Either way.
bullets are in there.
Either way, that gun does not have near this many. I didn't count, but even with 2 guns, he fired way too much with never reloading. I'll end it there. It's the 80s. It's movie magic. It is what it is. And then here's Mahoney's hero complex coming in. He goes up to save the day because, his girlfriend's getting attacked now. Or he's got a thing for, Lieutenant Harris.
It seems more like that because you think he could spend this energy to get his girlfriend out of there.
He would do
like
something.
Covering fire, yeah.
Yeah. Like he runs, like, hey, shoot me, motherfucker, and let her run, whatever. But no, he goes up there, and by the time he gets up there, he turns the corner and like freeze, but they're already gone. They ran away. Yeah. He finally finds the guy. He gets taken captive as well, so on and so on. And then you get the real hero of the day coming up. Hightower walks up, and of course, like the guy's like, "What do you want?" He's like, "I just want to see you, or I just want to watch you off these pigs."
Yeah.
Is what it is. He walks up and he points right at Harris, and you think that he's really going to do something. He turns around and punches this guy in the face. That's it. That's the end of that ends the riot. Who is this guy? Why is it this guy getting knocked out is what ends the riot?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone's celebrating the riot still happening.
Yeah. If you look, the people that are on the street that were rioting are now just standing there staring. Like the ones that were starting to walk up, they're just staring now.
Yeah.
The riot's over.
Yeah.
They're celebrating. It's like they just killed the boss.
It's like,
Doesn't make
I
any
guess we'll
sense.
disperse.
So, yeah, I'm lost on that one. Tackleberry.
No.
This is the end. Tackleberry comes up. Fucking, I think he was crying, if I remember right. I know he throws his helmet.
Yeah, he slams his helmet down. And he starts, he's whimpering, and he starts beating his head into the hood.
Yeah, he is so mad,
It's
and
right
I
here.
think, but yeah, look at that shitty riot gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the guys in the background. See how they're all just done.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I guess.
Gunplay, sir, and he missed it.
I love it. Well, next scene we got, and actual final scene of the movie. Mahoney and Hightower are both rewarded with the highest honor in the Academy. I got a problem here.
Yeah.
Neither one of them are Academy students anymore. They were both kicked out. Neither one are in the Academy. Mahoney and Hightower.
I guess we don't know how much time after riot to graduation. Maybe you can be reinstated for his heroic. There's a heroic clause.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but that was.
I don't know. Yeah, but I guess once they get their helmets, that means they're officers.
Yeah.
And there's this scene that's a play to the whole hooker podium right here.
Stop that.
Oh yeah.
You men.
Oh, well, that's more like it, Mahoney.
I like how he's happy. He's like,
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir.
so in his mind, it's like, oh, sweet. I wasn't sucked off by a homosexual. I was sucked off by a heterosexual.
Yeah, that's about the only thing that I can get. But the funny part here, like we skipped over one thing. He gets his revenge on Mahoney.
Did he, or did the hooker just start wandering around in podiums? I don't know, because that would mean he had to figure out what happened and assume that meant it was a prank. Even though I think the hooker can tell who brought her there, even though maybe she can't, maybe she's too dumb. Okay. I like to think that she just pops. Like that'd be great.
She's a little goblin that lives in podiums now and sucks people.
Yes, that makes a little more sense.
See, he knows.
Do you think he's going? Do you think it's like it looks hotter from this angle?
See, I don't know if that's truly like the revenge that he should have put a dude down there. That would have been the
should have been a
revenge.
dude. It's like, haha, I'm no longer gay. You're, damn it. It's like when Cartman realized that sucking Butters off doesn't make Butters gay.
He took a picture of Butters' dick in his mouth.
It's like, dude, that makes you gay. Nuh-uh.
Oh, but that literally is all the notes I got before we hit our overview. You got anything else?
Forgot when Mahoney was woken up by Hightower to do driving lessons. He was resistant, and then Hightower gives him a long fucking like scary stare, and he also looks at
Tackleberry.
him about Tackleberry wanting to shoot himself in his sleep, and he goes, "Yeah, sleeping's for fags." He does say that.
Oh yeah, another random.
Oh, so yeah, I think that's all I had. And also, once the riot the boss is done, the riot is disbanded. The news comes, the city news car. And the car following the ambulance. It's just like badly painted on the hood, and it says "City News." And it also had a little light on it, like it was an emergency official, but it just said "City News."
That's fucking great. No, I did not catch that at all.
And another thing, when I hate the fucking
Mahoney,
the main instructor, the main boss,
Lieutenant Harris
of the kit,
Lassar.
Lassar.
Yeah.
When he shows up, I just wanted to do a surprise inspection on you, men. They all hop in there, and Jones gets him out with his sound effects.
Machine gun, yeah. Once again, dude.
When it switches to the stunt driving, there's a little mishap, but it happens off camera. I wonder if Jones can actually do that sound effect.
I think most of those sounds.
Watch as it turns. It hits the pole.
It's not, that's
I like
great.
to think that he spun out off camera and they just kept filming.
It'd be great if it was they actually let Lassard, the guy playing Lassard, do the driving, and he just
Mhm.
fucking wrecked the car. Oh, hey, well, before we do our overviews and give our percentage on this, Rotten Tomatoes, the critics have given this a 58%, whereas like the
Okay.
fan vote is a 64%. So
Oh, wow.
let's see where we fall on this one. Would you like to go first?
Yeah, I'm going to admit that if I have seen any other films, I can't remember any of them, so it does affect how I think of this one. This feels like the pilot of a series.
Okay.
I have a feeling they knew I don't, that's kind of crazy to think that you're going to make multiple films with just the first one, because I feel like they just barely touched on any character. The Mahone, your character was my least favorite.
Okay.
He's trying to be Bill Murray, but it's not. To me, it's like it's not Bill Murray. Bill Murray would be better in this.
Well, if you want that, just watch Stripes. It's the same movie.
Yes.
Better, but same movie.
It's got its own issues, but I won't get in that. I feel like he's just coasting. The jokes, though they may have been like, oh, I didn't see that coming. I saw them all coming, but it was the 80s. The side characters, I wanted so much more of the side characters. It kind of makes me want to see the other movie, so maybe that will affect my score. I may be changing it on the fly here. So much is going on here. The movie barely uses these side characters. Harris, he is the star. Harris is the star. He has the most charisma. He's the most entertaining. He's the one
Funny thing
memory
is,
I haven't.
him and
Yeah.
Gutenberg are both in Short Circuit. G.W. Bailey and Gutenberg.
Oh yeah, he's the general.
Yep.
Ain't he in the yep. He keeps it alive. Everything feels rushed, but I mean, the way they were pumping him out and the way to me, it's just like it was an incomplete movie.
You think
I don't
there's
know.
a chance they were writing this as like a TV series and turned it
Yeah,
into
it's
a
almost
movie?
like this was meant to be it's like, wait, I got a better idea. But usually they wait to see how good a movie is before they greenlight a second one and a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. and don't forget the cartoon.
Yeah, I think I've seen more of the cartoon than anything. I originally gave it a 35, but this review, I bumped it up to just a solid 50.
Okay.
You brought it up for me.
Well, like I said, I'll be honest. Mine, I did watch it with a lot of knowledge of the other movies. Like I said, I love this series. Um, this one, it does. I like the humor. The humor held up, but you're right. You do see it coming. Maybe when I was younger, you don't see it coming as well, but knowing, we analyze these movies way too much now. So we're
Mhm.
waiting. We watch. We know what's coming on a lot of this. But yeah, there's quite a bit of like problematic things in this for nowadays times, like the racist and the homophobic shit. But at least the ones that were doing that, they were led in to be the bad guys, and in the end, got what they deserved. Really, I mean, Lieutenant Harris, he was kind of a dick about some things, but whatever. He'll be back. But Blanks and Copeland definitely got what they deserved.
Yeah.
I love the music on here though. The soundtrack was great. Like all the music, I didn't have a complaint about any of it. Uh, I don't know, man. I still loved it. I had it a little bit higher at first, but I ended up dropping. I have it at 65% rating on me. I do want to watch more of these. I would like to have you watch them, but I at least want to come back and review part 4 with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
whether we review the others or not, part 4 would be the one that I definitely want to come back and do, because I think that, in my personal opinion, is the best one of all of them.
But wait, you can't watch 4 without watching 2 and 3, otherwise you
Well, that's
won't
what
know the
I
whole
said. You
story.
can watch 2 and 3, but I want to review 4 with you.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I gave it a 65%, and it puts me right about even with the Rotten Tomatoes score.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you're sitting a little bit lower than the critic score on Rotten Tomatoes. So,
Yeah.
like I said, this is still, I mean, it doesn't have that weird ratio when you got high fans, low critic, or high critic, low fan,
Yeah.
So this has a pretty close to the same. So, like I said, Love the movie. I'll end up watching it again. I'll let my kids watch it because, I grew up on it. Might as well let them. I'll let them. I want them to know what humor is. But yeah, no, that's about all I got for tonight, though, man. I really enjoyed doing this. I can't wait to do our next episode. Uh, Not quite sure what we're going to be doing yet, but we just stay caught up with us on Twitter at No Clue Review Pod, and subscribe there, and you'll keep up with us. And yeah, have a good night.
See ya.